Last lesson I showed you how to make a new A3 document. Today I'm going to show you how to put your portrait onto that document and use the Lasso tool to cut yourself out. So what we need to do now is find our A3 document. If I remember correctly, I saved it under VA, in my VA folder under Dream Compositions. So I'm going to click File, Open, and I'm going to go to my VA folder here, and here it is, Hannah Dream Composition PSD, which is Photoshop file. So I click and I open it, okay, and there it is. And now I'd like to put a picture of myself on there. So what I'm going to do now is go File, Open, and I actually made another folder, which I probably shouldn't have, but I did, and it's on my desktop, and it's called Faces and Places, and I put a portrait of myself there. So there I am, and I took this wonderful photo with my computer. I think I'd like to cut someone out of this. So, okay, there's my magnetic lasso tool. Make sure you've got your magnet. Okay, and I'm just going to very carefully trace around. I'm doing this quite quickly. Of course, you'll take a lot longer. Oops. Now, if I make a mistake, I can backspace that. So, or I can just use the delete button on the Mac key. And if I want to help it along, I can actually use my mouse pad and just click it too, because sometimes the magnetic lasso can't quite see what it's supposed to cut out, especially when you come around here. Oh no, it worked. Okay, so I'm going to cut that out. And there we go. A bit messy. You can do a better job. And I've got to join the last dot with the first dot, so I get these marching ants. Okay, now what I need to do is use my move tool, and I'm going to use that so that I can drag myself onto my blue composition background. So as you can see here, it's just there. So I'm going to drag that out, and if I click back on here, okay, where's my blue composition gone? Show all windows, just in case. There I am. If you lose something, it's probably just hidden. Just right click down the bottom here, show all windows. This can happen sometimes, even to me. There we go, got it back. And drag myself onto there. Oh, there I am. Okay. I'll enlarge that one. Now, what I need to do is enlarge me. So I like to use shortcuts, but I'll show you the long way. I just want to get rid of this one. Okay. So this is the long way. If I go to make sure that I've got me selected, I know that's me there, although I'm tiny, because if I open and close that eye, I disappear. And if I click on the background layer, and I click that eye, it disappears too. So you've got to make sure that you're on the right layer. So this is the long way to make me big. So image, edit, transform, which is image. Here we go. Transform, edit, transform, scale. As you can see, I don't usually use the long way because I like to use shortcuts. So I'll show you the shortcuts. So anyway, this will give me these sort of, little sort of anchor points that I can stretch out like that. I actually don't like the way I stretched myself out. That's really unprofessional. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you my way. Control T will give me those little points really quickly. I'm going to click on Shift and then I'm going to enlarge myself and then click Enter. Now that's given me, that's actually not distorted me, which, you know, you don't really want that. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show you right now. If it was the end of the lesson, you'd have to save it. So File, Save As, and we're going to save it as a PSD in our VA folder. PSD is a Photoshop file, and if it doesn't say PSD, then find Photoshop here and then save it. Yes, I know I've got one there, so I'm going to replace it. Click OK, and I'm going to save it again. And I always get students to do this actually. File Save As, I'm going to actually save it as a JPEG as well, and I'll show you why. If I click JPEG, Save, doesn't matter what size you save it at this stage. I mean, I usually save it as a big size, but you don't need to do that to the very end. Click OK. Now, if I go to my VA folder, which was here somewhere, VA, you'll notice now I've actually got, well, there's a PSD and there's the JPEG. Sometimes, well, especially if you're using a PC, all you'll see is a PS file, and that's often difficult because you can't actually see what's on it. But if you've got a Mac, you will actually see the image. So that's good to know. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.